Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got breaking news coming out from the Gaza Strip to share with you. So just today we had reports coming out that Israeli troops have killed the top Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in the Gaza Strip during a firefight. Now I believe this could have been in the city of Rafah, as we heard lots of reports recently over the last few months that Yahya Sinwar could have been hiding out inside of Rafah. So he's been hiding in tunnels and houses and apparently been moving around a lot. And the Israelis have been trying to locate him. And apparently, what happened here today was there was a firefight that broke out near a house inside the Gaza Strip. And Hamas fighters were firing on Israeli troops. And Israeli troops had a tank there and they fired a tank shell into a building, destroying the building. And soon after, they went inside and raided the building, and they found a body that looked very similar to Yahya Sinwar. So it took a few hours for them to verify whether it was Yahya Sinwar, but there's lots of pictures popping up all over X. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you all of them today. They're just very graphic, showing his body deceased. So he definitely was eliminated in this attack today. And from what I understand, it appears to be potentially an accident in the way that he died, because I don't think they even had full confirmation that he was inside there. There was just a firefight that broke out. He happened to be inside the building and was eliminated in this tank strike. Okay, so very big news coming out from the Gaza Strip today. We're going to talk more about this, and I will also have a couple updates coming out in regards to Iran as well. So let me jump on over to X and start sharing some of these updates with you. We're going to start here with Israel Katz, who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Israel. The arch-terrorist Yahya Sinwar, responsible for the massacre and atrocities of October 7th, was eliminated today by IDF soldiers. This is a major military and moral achievement for Israel and a victory for the entire free world against the axis of radical Islam led by Iran. Sinwar's elimination opens the door for immediate release of the hostages and paves the way for the end of Hamas's rule and a new reality in Gaza. Israel now expects the backing and support of the free world to advance these critical objectives together. So let's see if Hamas is going to lay their arms down. I have a report here too that says Benjamin Netanyahu calling on the Hamas fighters to lay their arms down, as obviously they don't have a top chain of command anymore, as Yahya Sinwar has been eliminated. And as far as I know, Hamas does not have any other top leaders to command right now. So obviously, what are we seeing here? We've been seeing all these Iranian-backed groups, all of their top chain of command is being completely dismantled. We see that with Hezbollah recently, now Hamas, okay? And just months back, we had that strike inside of Tehran, the capital of Iran, where the Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh was supposedly taken out, as well as either some sort of bomb that was planted in his apartment or an Israeli airstrike. We don't even really know what happened there, but he was eliminated months back inside of Iran. Now we have Yahya Sinwar. Okay, so this is very big news coming out today. So here's a report from Mossad Commentary. Details on the elimination of Sinwar. The forces of the Bislamach Brigade suspected that terrorists were in the building. A tank fired at the building. Sinwar was injured as a result of the tank firing on the building. After that, the infantry forces raided the building and carried out searches in it. In the scans, the body of Sinwar was located. Okay, so that's apparently what happened here. I was hearing that a tank fired at the building. He happened to be inside of it and received injuries due to the result of this tank firing at the building. And then infantry forces went inside, raided the building, and found his body. Okay, so that's apparently what happened based on the information that I understand. Times of Israel alerts, live update. Prime Minister, after Sinwar killing, those holding hostages will be spared if they lay down arms and release them. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Is Hamas going to lay down their arms? Could they potentially execute the prisoners? I think that's a possibility as well. Who knows what's going to happen here, but I definitely think we're going to see some major events unfolding over the next 24 hours as the top Hamas leader, Yahya Sinwar, is now eliminated. So moving on to another update. Next to reports breaking, IDF and ISA officially confirmed the elimination of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. Yahya Sinwar, the leader of the Hamas terrorist organization who was responsible for planning and executing the October 7th massacre, has been eliminated. Okay, so we got a picture of his body being brought out by IDF soldiers. Here's the original report from the IDF making this announcement. It says October 17, 2024, Yahya Sinwar, the leader of the Hamas terrorist organization who was responsible for planning and executing the October 7th massacre, has been eliminated. The IDF and ISA confirm that after a year-long pursuit, yesterday, Wednesday, October 16, 2024, IDF soldiers from the Southern Command eliminated Yahya Sinwar, the leader of the Hamas terrorist organization, in an operation in the southern Gaza Strip. Yahya Sinwar planned and executed the October 7th massacre, promoted his murderous ideology both before and during the war, and was responsible for the murder and abduction of many Israelis. Yahya Sinwar was eliminated after hiding for the past year behind the civilian population of Gaza, both above and below ground in Hamas tunnels in the Gaza Strip. The dozens of operations carried out by the IDF and the ISA over the last year and in recent weeks in the area where he was eliminated restricted Yahya Sinwar's operational movement as he was pursued by the forces and led to his elimination. So it looks like he wasn't able to move around much in the last few weeks, and that's how they were able to hone in on his location and take him out. In recent weeks, IDF and ISA forces under the command and the Southern Command have been operating in the southern Gaza Strip, following IDF and ISA intelligence that indicated that suspected locations of senior members of Hamas, IDF soldiers of the 828th Brigade, which is the Bizloch, I don't know if it's Bizloch or Bizloch, might be Bizloch, operating in the area, identified and eliminated 3 terrorists. After completing the process of identifying the body, it can be confirmed that Yahya Sinwar was eliminated. Okay, so there you go. There's the official announcement from the IDF. And then here's that picture of him being brought out on a stretcher in a body bag coming from the building that was attacked by the IDF tank. And so it looks like they have located him and eliminated him. Okay, so he is gone. Okay, so also from Channel 12 News directly out of Israel, IML items, cash, and Mentos that entered the Gaza Strip as part of the humanitarian aid. These are the items found near Sinwar's body. So here's some pictures here of some of the items that were either on his possession or very close to his body. So from what I understand, he was wearing like a vest. He even had, I think it's called a keffiyeh scarf that they normally wear when they're in battle. So apparently he had that on, and he had an AK as well. I'm not sure if this is the one. It probably is the one he was carrying. So he was armed and ready to fight as well. Okay, so here's another picture of some of his other belongings that was on him, on his possession. Looks like he had some money, some Mentos here. I'm not sure if that's like a necklace or something, a flashlight, and some other articles here. So pretty crazy that he has been eliminated, and it's about time. I mean, I'm surprised he got away this long inside the Gaza Strip, but he definitely hid out for a very good long time there. So also from Iran Observer, breaking, Khaled Mashal is Yahya Sinwar's likely successor. He is currently in Turkey, and I'm certain that the Israelis will try to assassinate him there. Okay, so I don't know for sure if he is going to be the successor to Yahya Sinwar, but this is a report that Iran Observer put out today. So we'll see if he is going to be the next successor to Yahya Sinwar, or maybe Hamas is just going to dismantle and lay down their arms and not continue fighting. Who knows what's going to happen here, but I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in the Gaza Strip. My best guess is they probably will not lay down their arms and continue fighting, and the IDF is going to have to continue fighting down there for maybe months or years longer is a very big possibility. All right, so now I want to talk about a few updates in regards to Iran, since we're talking about Israel. So this is a report that came out today from Ocean Defender. Several of the U.S. Air Force C-17 military transports that are landing or have landed in southern Israel. This is their second trip to Israel in the last 72 hours, with most of the flights now coming from the Anniston Army Depot in Alabama. Okay, so we've been seeing a lot of this over the last maybe 3 to 4 days now, is lots of transport cargo planes coming from either Europe or over from the U.S. and heading to Israel. Okay, so lots of equipment is heading over there. I even saw a picture just the other day of a THAAD air defense system that was being deployed in Israel. Apparently somebody caught a picture of it traveling on one of the roadways over there in Israel. So definitely there is at least one THAAD battery over in Israel right now. And who knows what else they're bringing over here. I mean, this is a lot of equipment that's showing up. I want to say at least 7 or 8 of the C-17s have been traveling over to Israel just over the last few days, and obviously transporting lots of equipment over to Israel. So they're definitely preparing and expecting something big to go down over here. And this is more show and sign that Israel's response at Iran is supposed to be very significant. So let's see what happens here in the coming days. Finally, one last thing to share with you from Iran Observer. Again, breaking: American THAAD defense system won't be able to save Israel, Chief of the Revolutionary Guard said. We know your weaknesses and vulnerabilities, and you know it too. THAAD will not be able to save you, and we will strike any target we want. Okay, so the Revolutionary Guards of Iran have been coming out a lot recently and making major threats to Israel and saying they're gonna crush Israel and launch thousands of ballistic missiles. And apparently they were coming out announcing recently too, Iran was saying that they had some sort of weapon that was stronger than nuclear weapons, and a new type of weapon that no one's even seen yet or something like that. So it looks like they could be potentially deploying something new that maybe is not going to be defendable by air defense systems, or who knows what's going to happen here. But regardless, we do know that upwards of 2,000 or more ballistic missiles could be fired from Iran onto Israel at some point soon if they come under attack by Israel. And we know that Israel's going to carry out this retaliation strike at some point soon. And I reported to you guys, I think it was just yesterday or the day before, that they're ready to strike back very soon. And it's going to happen supposedly, potentially before the U.S. elections on November 5th. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen over here in the Middle East, but definitely things are heating up pretty quick, and Israel is continuing to dismantle all of Iran's proxy leaders through Hezbollah and also Hamas now. So pretty crazy to see that, guy. Just want to get you some quick updates on what's going on over here in the Middle East. So I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.